Okay, I did not record day 14, so I'm going to have to record day 14 and get that one done and up. That would be for day 14 in our days of Thanksgiving. On day 14 in our days of Thanksgiving, I'm going to say I'm thankful for my son, my family, my church family, everybody, but I'm going to really focus in on this guy over here. Good kid. Thankful for my son. He doesn't realize all that God can use him for in this life. He doesn't realize how God can use him to do big things if he just turns himself over to him in the little things. He doesn't realize the people out there that one day he will touch and encourage. We've had the privilege of going to nursing homes and ministering there and singing together and spending time with them for a little bit. There's been some ladies that just did not want to let go of his hand, and they just look up at him with a bright smile and tears in their eyes when he needs to go. Some folks don't have family as they should, and I suppose in a nursing home, that heart's desire and mind is still there for a child or a grandchild that they used to see or that they remember that they don't see anymore. And sometimes this one particular lady doesn't even remember what room she needs to go to down the halls. And so her memory really is slipping. But inside, deep inside, she knows that there's a person, a child, someone that she belongs to. And she gravitates towards Thomas. And it's precious. It really is. And I'm thankful for his willingness and ability to pray when the preacher calls on him to pray, and to take up offerings, to help people when they're in need. You know, it was many years ago, there was a hurricane that hit Panama City, Florida. Remember that? Do you remember how old you were?
Like 4.
How old?
Like 4.
Do you realize you were only about 4 years old back then?
Yes.
You know, when we went on that adventure, it was an adventure. I mean, it was a huge adventure. And bringing in supplies, and just God did a mighty work in Panama City, Florida, with those people who had been hit and just went through utter destruction of hurricane. And Thomas and Mama, we loaded up in a vehicle and headed out there to punch through the debris and get to a church that we knew there were people huddled inside through the hurricane, and to bring some very needed supplies and help. And Thomas was 4 or 5. In my memory, I don't remember you being 4 or 5. I was as proud of you then as I am now. And you were a great kid then, and just as much as you are now. I could look at you and ask you to do something, and you went and did it. You'd hang out with an elderly person, or you'd hand out water. You helped us load supplies, and we stayed in kind of hardship conditions to get it done, and we got it done. And I still see you today. And when I think back on those days, I see you today. But when I saw some photos of it here recently, I saw photos of that trip. Really, it was a personal mission trip that we did, bringing some relief to those hurricane victims there at that church. And when I saw those pictures, I saw pictures of you sitting on water pallets, and I thought, wow, he was a tiny kid back then. I don't remember that. I remembered my son, a good kid, ready to work, ready to help people, a good heart for people. And I'm so thankful that my son has a heart for people. And I know he likes to play games and video games and stuff like that. And sometimes it's hard to get his attention to focus on schoolwork and everything. But inside of him, he has a good heart for people. And I could go back many years to see different instances that's come out and still comes out today. So today, on day 14 of our days of Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for Thomas. Big T! Love you, buddy.